What's up, love? Welcome back to Let's Work the Day with Tony Ray. If this is your very first time, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you are coming back, hey girl, hey, I missed you. So, in today's video, I am going to show you guys how to use certain brushes in order to achieve the cut crease look. I'm going to show you how to achieve that look, but I'm going to keep it as beginner friendly as possible. So, I will do my cut crease with I guess 2 shades. We'll do a 2-shade cut crease today, and I will explain which brushes you want to use in order to create that look. So I'm excited because I'm going to try out some new products today. So I have picked up this 18F color palette from my local Ulta store. This is a Morphe product, and when I say these colors, you guys, are so pretty. Okay, let me just show you. So they've got some new tones in here, but they also have like some very pretty soft pinks. You have some like lavender colors in there as well. You can probably see it better from that angle, but I mean, it was perfect. I'm like, okay, cut crease video, new palette, let's just, you know, go ahead and throw that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start my base colors. As you can see, I've already done, actually I'm lying, I'm about to skip a step already. See, running my mouth, and that's what happens. I start forgetting. So I have already done my eyebrows, but I do need to go ahead and put concealer and prime my eyelids and put a little bit of powder. That way my color can really show up nicely. All right, so I've got my powder on my eyes. I've primed. I've got everything in place that I want. So let's jump into the color. I'm so excited because I was itching. I was itching to use this product all weekend. So let me go ahead and zoom y'all in. Okay, so let me reiterate. If y'all didn't see my last video, y'all all up in this section of my face, okay? So I got a little peach fuzz. I have not dermaplaned my face in about 3 weeks, so it's time. So don't come for me in my peach fuzz right now, okay, sis? Like, don't do that. Like, just go ahead and rock with me one time, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do my base color. Now, let me explain something. When you're doing a cut crease, I'm going to use this in order to kind of show what I'm talking about. When you're doing a cut crease, you want your 2 colors to be like separate. You want them to where you can see the definition in one and the definition in the other. So when you're doing your base color, you want to bring that color at least out to here, okay? And here's why. Because when you do your cut crease, you're going to start that crease kind of right there in the corner, and it's going to come upward like that, right? But in the corner between that base shade and where your cut crease starts, you still want to see the color transition. So let's say if I got a dark purple and then I've got a bright pink, I want to be able to see the crisp cut of that pink shade compared to the dark purple color. So I not only have all of my, I have my Morphe palette, but I'm also going to use all of my Morphe brushes. And so I will try to use as minimal brushes as possible. That way, if you guys want to create the cut crease as well, that you can do that too. So let's see. You know what the hell? I think we're going to do purple and pink because there is a nice pretty purple on here and there is a nice pink color on here. I'm going to dip into my I'm Single, which is this very pretty like lavender purple. And I'm going to take a flat oval brush, and is that dark enough? I think we can make it work. We'll make it work. So this is my very first time using a Morphe palette, and what I can say as a brown skinned woman, this is very pigmented, okay? This is a light, let me just go ahead and show y'all. This is a light lavender purple. Like, can y'all see that? It's like a cross between, I'd say, periwinkle. And I haven't applied very much, so for starters, colors are amazing. Like, so let's go ahead and finish this out so we can see what it's really hitting for. As I apply this base color, I want to keep in mind that I might put a little bit of a lighter shade to kind of blend this out around the outside area. So I don't want to go too far up into the brow because you do want to leave a little space for like your highlight and all that. So just kind of make it to where you can, you know, like I'm doing kind of a circular motion in a sense. So I'm going to kind of make a little circle or outline with this base color. And I'll show you guys what I mean as far as bringing this over in the corner, right? So we want to bring that all the way in this corner over here so that by the time I start my cut crease, it'll be about right there. So you'll be able to see the definition between that base color, this periwinkle color, and the pink shade in just a second, okay? All right, so you can see now my eye is completely covered in my base color. And so this was one brush. You're gonna wanna set that aside because anytime we do that purple color, we're gonna wanna get that brush. So now we're gonna take another brush, and this one is a very small oval brush. This is, like I said, another Morphe brush. All of my brushes today are Morphe. So this is the Morphe M421 brush. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna have that purple kind of fade out, you know, gradually. I don't want it to be super harsh with like purple and then nothing else. I wanna fade it out just a little bit. So I'm gonna tap into this white color. And I'm sorry, y'all. I would say the names, but it's so hard for me to flip back and forth with this clear thing. So I'm sorry, I don't know the color name, but I have to put it in the description box below. But I'm gonna go into this kind of white shade right here. And I'm just gonna dust a little bit of that right at the top of that purple. So let's see if we can get it to show up. If not, we might have to do a darker color. Let's see. Okay, so take that small oval brush and we're just gonna stamp that in place, okay? And I don't have to bring it all the way down, but I do kind of want to just, in a sense, have it like its own little row, right? So you can kind of see where that row starts in the corner and it goes upward. So it's kind of outlining that purple. So in a second, we're gonna blend that out just a little bit so it has a very soft gradient look, okay? Because again, when you're doing eyeshadow, you don't want to have colors, you know, just stopping every which way. We want everything seamlessly blended. That is the name of the game when it comes to doing any kind of shadow or face at all. Makeup, period. All of your makeup you want blended out. I am going to now blend this out. So I'm going to take that brush, I'm going to set it to the side, and I'm going to take my little skinny Morphe brush, and it's cracked, so I'm gonna try to not show y'all that part of it. But it's a very small, it's not dense at all, but it's a very small fluffy brush, and I love using this for like smaller transitions because I can really control the amount of force or amount of shading that I'm doing in those areas. So when it comes to this right here, we want to just softly begin to blend that out, and you don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to apply too much force. We just want to begin to kind of fuse that whiter shade with that purple shade right along the edge. So as you can see on this side, I'm starting to blend it out versus at the top of my eye, you can kind of see the drastic, like there's one color, there's one color. We don't want that. We want to blend everything. Now it's time for the fun part, which is to create your cut crease. So in order to create the cut crease, you will need a very, very light concealer. So I purposely bought this little teeny weeny small one because I don't do a cut crease often, but when I do, I know that I have a color that's like 5 times my skin tone in order to pull that color off, okay? So this is my little baby size Tarte. Ain't this like the cutest little thing, y'all? It's so tiny. My little Tarte concealer. And so I'm gonna take this color and I'm going, oh no, am I out? Well, I guess I'll have to do it with my chestnut. We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna make it work. It's cool, it'll be fine. So any other time you would wanna have concealer that is super light, but if you don't, just use your lightest concealer that you got. Yeah, so, all right, we just gonna, okay, whatever. So, oh my gosh, that's not light at all. Put that concealer on the middle of your eye and just look up as high as you can Because remember, with a cut crease, you want to be able to see the definition between the one color and the background color while your eyes are open. You don't want to be able to, you don't want to have to close your eyes in order to see that definition. You want to be able to see that right now. I don't have extremely like hooded eyes, so mine's is a little bit easier to do. You can see like on my eye that does not have color on it, my cut crease is right there. Like it's very easily seen. But what I like to do is bring it up just slightly higher. That way you don't see the line in my eyelid, because we don't want that. We want it to be seamless, right? Next brush, again, is a very small and oval brush. I have a clean one. I have two of these. Again, this is the M421 brush. So what I want to do is I want to go in and create a line. So just kind of take that brush and start creating where your cut crease line is going to start. And if you have to put a little more concealer, oh my gosh, like I really wish I had my lighter concealer right now, but it's okay, because I'm gonna show y'all how to achieve it even without having it. You know what, I might have to put a little honey on my eye. Honey's a little light, we might make it work with her. And honey is juicy, okay? And if you have to take some out, put a little bit on your brush and create that line. This is what I meant by making sure that you bring that base color over, because as you can see, where my color is starting, you'll still be able to see my background color, right? And that's the whole goal. We want to be able to see the definition between the two colors. So as you're creating your cut crease line, do it slowly. You don't want to drag it over, and you don't want to do it too fast, because you want to have a nice, smooth, defined line. So just to recap, so in order to create the cut crease, you want to have something small, very oval, and shorter. You don't want a long oval brush, you want a shorter oval brush so that you can really define where your concealer is going to go. You want to have a bigger oval brush to apply that base color so that you can really stamp that in there. And then you want to make sure that you have a small blending brush so that you can blend out that top transitional color where your base color was applied into the brow bone. And then you also can make sure that you have another smaller brush to apply the rest of your colors. We're gonna do this pink shade. I think this pink shade would be very pretty, and it has a nice little sparkle color right next to it in pink. So we'll do, we'll do a little pink and do a little sparkle on there. Let's take another brush. So now we're up to what, 4 brushes? So like I said, cut crease, when you start to get into the cut crease, it's gonna, it requires a couple brushes. But what I love about the Morphe brushes is they are very, very, very inexpensive. And this is not sponsored in any way whatsoever. They did not send me products. This is not a paid promotion. This is just me giving the real to y'all. The Morphe brushes are very inexpensive. I feel like the product line is tailored towards, like you get the best of both worlds. You get the quality and you get the quantity for that low price. So don't sleep on them. I'm just saying, like, this is my first time using the palette and I love it already. All right, now since we got it kind of covered up in that white creamy color, so now let's see if we can go back and get that pink to show up. Oh yeah, see, much better. I knew that was a good idea. So what we did, since my concealer was a little bit darker, what I did was I went in with a white shade first, like that light color that I actually used to blend out the top of my eye. I went ahead and went in with that color first and then applied the pink. Now the pink is actually showing up, which was what we wanted. See, I learned y'all something new. Let me learn you something though. Let me learn you something, sis, because I told y'all we was gonna make it work. I'm done applying my secondary color, which is my cut crease color, which is the pink, and I'm already loving it. Like, do y'all see how pretty? Oh, that's gonna be pretty. So let's go ahead and finish it up so we can see how it'll turn out. I might have to bust out another brush, y'all. I'm just be honest, because we need one more color. I might get away with it. Let's see if we can get away with it. So I'm going to, and typically I would, well, not dog it. I'm gonna have to go ahead and use this brush. This is the brush that I tried to use at first, but I think it's a little messed up, but we're gonna try it out. There's one shade on here. This kind of like, I don't know what to call it, but it's this kind of darker purple shade. And I want to use this to transition my pink over to my purple. So let's use this right at the end of my pink. Okay, so we want to have something that will transition just slightly into that purple color. Now I will need a blending brush, and this is my Morphe M505 brush. This is just a fluffier brush. I probably could use a smaller one, but we're gonna use what we got today. So I am going to begin to just kind of blend out that color that I just applied. If you need to, go ahead and put just a tad more of that secondary color until you get that blend that you're wanting. Like I said, I don't want that other color that I put on to be prominent in any way. I just needed it as a little bit of a transitional color to get me to that purple shade. All right, so I've got my pink and my purple blended out. So in order to wrap up the look, I need to take a makeup wipe. I'm gonna kind of pull my face, like pull my face. I'm gonna pull, like kind of lift up the corner of my eye, and I wanna just create a line in order to cut off the excess color. That way I can kind of see what all I need to do in order to tie the look together. So I've got my eye cleaned up. You might want to keep this to the side because you might need that again in a second. So I'm thinking I need a little bit of white on this eye. Just that little bit of white, how that just did something, didn't it? It just did a little something. So I've got the white applied, and there is a nice little gold color in here, so why not? You know, you can't never go wrong with gold. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that gold, and I'm gonna put that right over that white that I just put on, because we want that to pop, honey. Like, y'all see just that little bit of white and that gold and how I just kind of took it up. Ooh! Y'all, that's the eye. Ain't that so pretty? So I had no intentions of going anywhere today, but you can never let a good face go to waste. You just can't. So I'm about to find somewhere to go because I feel cute. Here my husband go, always calling me. What you want, Cletus? We about to find somewhere to go because your girl is feeling cute. Your girl is feeling cute. That's all I'm gonna say. But I hope y'all learned y'all a little something today on the cut crease. It really is simple and easy. Yes, you do need a couple of brushes. Yes, it is time consuming, but the outcome, I mean, the outcome is so beautiful. The colors, just oh my gosh, like the whole look came together. And so, like I said, it's well worth it. I will say, like I said, all of my brushes today, outside of one, were all Morphe brushes, which are very inexpensive, okay? Like, I'm telling y'all, some of these brushes are as little as $4 and they work amazing, like super great quality. Y'all see I used the Morphe palette today. It was, I guess, an all Morphe day today. I'm just playing with y'all, but really and truly, I do hope that you learned how to create the cut crease. Go ahead and try it out. Like I said, it's very simple and easy. The only thing that I would have changed today would have been to use a very, very light concealer. Y'all see I had to kind of manipulate it a little bit since I had my regular concealers that I use. So that would be the only change. Outside of that, like I said, two-tone crease, super easy. Y'all try it. If y'all love the content your girl been putting out, go ahead. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and also make sure that you are hitting those notification bells as well so y'all can see when these videos is going up on the channel, okay? So y'all be blessed, be safe. Like I said, your girl about to find somewhere to go because I'm feeling good. Okay, see y'all on the next video. Bye, love.